What's up YouTube, this is Teoberto, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about Destiny 2 Forsaken DLC and what I think about it and what has been happening in the last 3 weeks. Now I am extremely sorry that I haven't been uploading as many videos as I thought I was. I found out last month that I got a new job, I'm working at it now, so it's like my scheduling's all out of whack. So normally now I'm off Monday to Sunday, so I won't be doing a lot of live streaming, but I'll be doing small maybe clips here and there, and when I do live stream it will be definitely on those Sunday Monday things. So until then it seems like I'll only be doing 2 videos a week depending on what sort of editing I can do onto that. But until then, until now, let's just talk about Forsaken DLC. And I'm just gonna say it right here, right now, I called it. I knew that Forsaken was gonna be like a Taken King DLC from Destiny 1. I mean, everything from the pattern of how Destiny 1 was and now how Destiny 2 is working, it seems to be almost exactly the same. Destiny 1, you had your base game that not everybody liked. Everybody didn't like the base game of Destiny 2. They thought that a lot of things were missing, and it felt like it did. When the first DLCs came out in Destiny 1, everybody kept on claiming that this should have been in the base game, and it's been proven that some of those things should have been in the base game of Destiny 1. Same thing with Destiny 2 with the Osiris DLC and the Warmind DLC. It just felt like they weren't bringing enough to the table to really bring people back in. It wasn't doing anything for people. And then Forsaken comes out and it just blew everybody's fucking mind. Excuse my language for that. But man, like, the Forsaken DLC has been great. I've done pretty much everything in the Forsaken DLC except the raid because I am not powerful enough yet. I just reached to, at the time of this video, I just reached the 552 and I still have a lot more powerful gear to go. There's still a lot of stuff going on with it. I've done the raid, I've done the new strikes, I've gotten the new PlayStation exclusive weapon, the Wave Splitter, and let me tell you something, that thing in PvP, it just melts and I love it. But either way, I'm going to talk about the Forsaken DLC and what I think of it, and I'll try not to bring as much spoilers onto it. Of course, everybody knows at this point of Kate's death, but if there are any spoilers, I am telling you this here and now, there could be spoilers. I am not going to confirm nor deny that I'm going to say anything spoiler related, so if you haven't played Forsaken, turn off right now. Just go away right now, and I'm going to be completely honest, there's a lot of better YouTubers out there that can explain this much better than I. So if you're going to stick with me to the end, thank you so much for watching. But, you know, if you're just gonna, if you want to listen to something better, you got like My Name is Bife, More Console, and Houndish Hound. Like, they're great in Destinies, and you should look them up because, you know what, I get a lot of my information from them. But this review video is more of like my personal opinion. Now, with the fact of this been 3 weeks of the Forsaken DLC come out, I could say without a shadow of doubt, the grind is back. I've possibly only had 2 exotics that dropped for me in Forsaken, and they were the Wave Splitter, which is so far the only Forsaken exotic I've gotten. I'm not counting the Ace of Spades because that is something you can do a quest line for. With the new hand cannon that's coming in Gambit, I'm not going to be counting that as well because right now with that one you pretty much just need RNG to even start the quest, and you know what, that's kind of like So with not counting the quest lines of getting certain exotic weapons like the Chaperone or the Ace of Spade or even the hand cannon that's coming in Gambit, the Malfeasance, I won't be counting those as found exotics for Destiny 2 because once you just get the quests, it's easy to get, it's easy to start working onto those things. I'm talking about exotics that you can only get in drops like the Wave Splitter, and so far the only exotics I've gotten in Forsaken that were not quest related was the Vigilous Wing, which of course is an older exotic, and also the Wave Splitter. And this shows that in 3 weeks I even have a friend of mine who hasn't gotten any sort of exotics whatsoever. Well, you have another friend that you hear me play with a lot, Blackhawk. He's gotten multiple exotics. He's also gotten the twin foxes or the 2 foxes, or whatever they're called. So like, it's all about the grind and what you're willing to go through, and all that other stuff that goes onto that. So it seems like Bungie has listened to the fans who wanted more of that grind, and the fact that they got rid of the 3 coins makes it even harder for you to get exotics now. Like, you actually have to play the game and you actually have to get lucky. But so far, when they brought in a new engram called the Prime Engram, which still boosts up your power level, you still get that good chance of getting powerful gear from those. And with how they changed it too, from Ore Mine to Forsaken, all the milestones are on the map. You don't hold L2 anymore to see all the milestones. It's all right there for you to do. You have your powerful gear. You have now with the clan, you actually have to do actually do bounties from that you get from Hawthorne to even upgrade your clan. So people actually now have to work in their clan to get rewards. Yeah, you can still gain a Crucible, Raid, Nightfall engrams from when your clan beats them, but to get the powerful gear from Hawthorne, you have to get about 5,000 XP, and some of them are like complete 3 ways of Exhalation Protocol, with the clanmate, complete Crucible with a clanmate, do this with a clanmate. Some of them are about doing things with your clanmates, while some of them are just solo, you can do whatever you want. But the doing with the clanmates brings up your experience points by like 2,000, 1,000, 3,000. So if you have a group of friends that are part of your clan, that's your best way of leveling up and the easiest way for you to level up. But if your clans are never on, and your best bet would literally just be doing all the dailies every day, because the first week of this I had to do all the dailies on my own to get my 5,000 XP, which is fine. Because even though you are with a clan, sometimes times can require you not to be able to be at the same time. So you have to do either, you can still get those 5,000 XP by just doing the 3 dailies every day to get it done, or you can hopefully get a clan, just one clanmate, and you can grind those 3 weekly big ones to get those done the way, and then work on the dailies if you have to get those ones finished and done out the way. Now the story for Forsaken is great. It took me about maybe 2 days to beat, mostly because of the new job that I had, so I'm not always online playing it. If I could, I would have beaten it in the first day when it came out on September 1st. But the story was great, the ending was great, and then once you beat the campaign, you get the quest for the Ace of Spades, and you still have to do some other things onto that. And then you just have to work your way up to get into the raid, which it does say you have to be a power level of 540 to even try to get in. However, though, the first raid boss that you literally meet is a 560, and the last boss is a 580 from what I've seen. I still haven't even attempted to do the raid yet because we are still underpowered, and with the 3rd week of Forsaken coming out, the Dream City is completely different right now. You got blights all over the place, and you have now the Queen's Court, you have dungeons, and you still have everything you have to do. So like, it seems like right now Bungie every week has been changing everything about it. So if you get a chance, at least see the Dream City once a week, and you can just see how things are going completely different from the Dream City from the first day to the 3rd week now. And as you can see right here, I've just gone to the Queen's Court where you can see Queen Molosov. But again, a lot of things have been happening for Destiny 2, and you know what, it's been great so far. The grind is back, everything is going good, but there are still some issues going around with how I feel right now. The powerful gears aren't being as powerful as one claims. So far, I've been getting powerful gear that's been either the same light level or even below my power light level, and it gets really frustrating where right now it seems like the only way you can actually get better gear is by getting the prime engrams or exotic gear, because it seems like right now the exotic gears are guaranteed to be stronger than any of your gear you have currently on. So it makes it even harder to grind for exotics, because you know that those are the most strongest gears you can possibly get. Nightfall has also changed as well, to the point that to get the bonus you need to do a 100,000 points. I've done it a few times and you still get the aura for doing the 100,000, but you can get 2 pretty much powerful gears from Nightfalls every week. The first one is just to complete it, simple enough. And the second one is by putting on the disadvantages or advantages and make you even stronger to get those multipliers to get to the 1,000 points. It's possible. You could do it at 540, you could do it even at 530. You just need to have a really good team, but definitely you could feel the burn if you're like a 505 and you're getting murked by these 540s or 550s. Like, you need to bring your A game when you come to these sort of things. But again, you don't have to do them. But again, these are powerful gears that you want to try to get at to get as high as powerful as possible for the raid that you want to do. Because from what Bungie has said, the Last Wish is the hardest raid they have made to date, so you want to be as powerful as possible. With the whole also Iron Banner that just came and gone, they brought back light advantages onto that, so if you're stronger, you're going to hit someone even harder if they're lower than you, and vice versa. I personally didn't see any difference onto it, so I don't know if that was a bug in the system or not, but whatever, we'll claim onto that. The last thing I want to talk about too when it comes to Forsaken is that you still have now the Prosthetic Matrix came back, but how it works now is completely different from how it was in Warmind when they first came out. You can, in Warmind, I remember you could earn those matrices by just getting them for drops. Like, you get your free one, yeah, but I remember I used to be able to get 2 or 3 every week, or you could hold them off. Like, yeah, you can still hold off all 5, you can hold off 5 of them, but I remember I used to be able to get 2 or 3 a week. This time now you have to actually do a challenge. Beforehand it used to be the first I believe like Nightfall, if you beat the Nightfall you got it or something like that, or doing like a really challenging challenge you got it. This time you have to do a challenge. It's not that difficult. This week for me it was for just killing enemies and boom, you got it, or just completing any challenges in the system. So pretty much just work on whatever your powerful gear is and you get it. And you can still buy them for silver if you want to get all that, but at the same time it's kind of like, there's a lot of cool stuff in the Eververse that just feels like they make you try to grind for something like that, and it's just not. And I don't really care for Eververse. When I get something cool, I get something cool. I'm still looking for that goddamn chicken. I want that chicken emote like everybody else wants the chicken emote. But I don't care. I'm not going to review on the microtransactions of Destiny 2 because again, they're just cosmetic things. They don't give you like, it's not like, hey, you can get this Galahorn in the Eververse. Like, until they bring in weapons, like actual weapons in Eververse, I'm not going to care. People have complained, and I have complained as well, how some emotes can only be found in those ones, and they're limited time emotes. For example, the Iron Lord's Honor, which has and some other people have, where you bring on the Iron Lord crest on in front of you and you bring down a double bladed axe. That was only for Iron Banner back in season 3 and no one has been able to sell them again. You got another one that looks like the meme of Mind Blown, where you have to actually buy silver for that because you can't actually earn it in Eververse. You actually have to buy those ones. So as a little bit upset I am about that, they're just cosmetic, so really I don't care all that much. I only care a little bit. I kind of wish that they do something, from what I'm hearing, that after a year of the emote being available, that they'll make it where you can get them in the drop of other things, and you still got like more ghost shells, you got more sparrows. Weapon ornaments now have legendary properties to it, so you can actually have a legendary weapon that have it. I've seen them, not all that great. Really, you don't really see a difference onto it. Like, I had like the Bad Omen, and it really only looked like they changed the color scheme of it, so it was more like a shader than anything for me. Doesn't really add anything to the plate, but either way, whatever, that's still more stuff that people could grind for, so to speak. You got the triumphs where you get points. If you work on something long enough, you can get a title, so that's pretty cool as well. It just seems like right now the grind has come back for Destiny 2, like I've always said, and you know what? I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it greatly, and I can't wait to keep on playing more of this. But either way, that has been my review for Forsaken DLC, and you know what? I'm gonna say, buy it, get it. I personally bought the Forsaken DLC with the annual pass, And when you get the annual pass, as time goes on, they said that there's going to be releasing free stuff onto it. For example, for me, I got an exclusive shader from Zavala, a ghost shell that gives me more XP in Gambit, and also a Sparrow and a ship. Not all that great, but again, they're kind of rewarding people who are willing to get that annual pass. And the first DLC of the annual pass, the Black Armory, will be coming out later this year in December, so can't wait for that. You don't have to buy the Armory DLC or the annual pass to get more free content. With each paid content, there's going to be coming out a free DLC that comes with it. So people that didn't buy it yet, it's more of like people who buy it, they get a little bit more extra, but everybody else can still get a little bit of something at the side. But either way, this has been Hale Brando. If you've been playing Forsaken, tell me in the comment section below, what do you think of Forsaken? Do you like where the game's going? Do you like where it is now? Do you like the blind well? Do you like anything about it? Do you hate anything about it? Tell me in the comment section below. And make sure you also hit that like button, because if you hit that like button, that tells me you're liking my content. And hit that bell icon right there by that subscribe button if you haven't hit it already. This has been Hale Brando, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.